But the biggest chemical company in the world is the pharmaceutical company. Did you know that if a drug doesn't have a side effect, it's not a drug?
In the world of health and wellness, there is always a bit of controversy. One name that has stirred quite a debate is Dr. Barbara O'Neill. You might have heard about her getting banned from practicing and wondered what that means. Is she a fraud, or is there more to the story? Let's dive into this and see if we can make sense of it all. First things first, who is this Dr. Barbara O'Neill? She is a naturopath from Australia, which means she practices natural and alternative medicine.
Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. And 400 BC, he didn't know about the DNA and how its very structure is made up of the food that we eat. We are constantly being remade.
Unlike conventional doctors who use pharmaceuticals and surgeries, naturopaths often focus on diet, exercise, and herbal remedies to heal the body. Dr. Barbara O'Neill has built quite a reputation over the years, with many followers who swear by her advice. Her approach emphasizes the importance of lifestyle choices in maintaining health and preventing disease. She advocates for a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, regular physical activity, and the use of natural remedies like herbs and supplements. Many people have found her guidance life-changing, reporting significant improvements in their health and well-being after following her advice.
And I could not give any health advice in Australia while I was under investigation, so the ban really started from there. I have to admit I put my head down and cried because I cried because of the injustice. I thought, I can't believe it that they have done this to me.
In 2019, the Healthcare Complaints Commission, HCCC in Australia, decided to ban Dr. Barbara O'Neill from practicing. They said she was spreading misinformation and giving advice that could harm people. This included her views on cancer treatments, vaccinations, and other medical topics. The HCCC argued that her advice was not based on scientific evidence and could lead people to avoid necessary medical treatments. This decision was quite controversial. Many of Dr. Barbara O'Neill's followers felt she was being unfairly targeted. They believed in her natural approach and felt that she was providing valuable alternatives to mainstream medicine. The ban sparked a lot of discussions about medical freedom and the right to choose different kinds of treatments. Now let's talk about whether this ban means Dr. Barbara O'Neill is lying or spreading false information. It is important to understand that just because someone gets banned, it does not automatically mean they are wrong. There are a lot of reasons why this could happen, and it is not always about the truth of their statements. First off, Dr. Barbara O'Neill's approach to health is quite different from conventional medicine.
A girl named Helen, who came to us with osteoporosis. She said, the doctor says I should go on this drug. I said, if you Google that drug, you will find that it will not do a lot to strengthen your bones, and it does have side effects, as every drug does.
She is a naturopath, which means she believes in using natural remedies and making lifestyle changes to treat and prevent illness. This is quite different from what most traditional doctors do. Conventional medicine often relies on medications and surgeries to treat health problems. These two perspectives, naturopathy and conventional medicine, often clash. Traditional doctors and naturopaths like Dr. Barbara O'Neill don't always see eye to eye on how to treat illnesses. For instance, a conventional doctor might prescribe a pill to lower blood pressure, while a naturopath might suggest dietary changes, exercise, and herbal supplements. Another important aspect to consider is how health advice is regulated. Governments and health authorities have strict rules and guidelines in place to protect the public from harm. These rules are usually based on what is considered to be proven and safe according to current scientific knowledge and standards. When someone's health advice doesn't align with these regulations, they can be banned or sanctioned. This does not necessarily mean the person is wrong. It often means that their ideas and methods have not yet been accepted by the mainstream medical community. Take, for example, the history of hand washing. Today, we all know that washing our hands can prevent the spread of disease. It is a basic hygiene practice, but it was not always this way. In the mid-1800s, a Hungarian doctor named Ignaz Semmelweis discovered that hand washing could drastically reduce the number of women dying from childbirth fever. Despite his findings, his ideas were initially rejected and ridiculed by the medical community. It took years for hand-washing to become an accepted practice in hospitals. This pattern shows that what is considered safe and proven can change over time as new evidence emerges and our understanding of health evolves. So, just because Dr. Barbara O'Neill's advice doesn't fit within the current regulations, doesn't mean it is inherently bad or wrong. It might simply be ahead of its time or outside the scope of what is currently accepted.
We had a pharmacist do our program and she said, I'm really annoyed. She said, I'm a pharmacist. I'm not against drugs, but she said recently a circular went out that anyone with a cholesterol level below 190 or above 190 had to go on cholesterol-lowering medication. She said, this is just a money-making scheme. Now, this is what the pharmacist is telling me.
We also can't ignore the influence of the pharmaceutical industry, often called Big Pharma. This industry has a lot of power and money, and it plays a significant role in shaping medical practices and policies. When we talk about why some health advice, like Dr. Barbara O'Neill's, faces opposition, the impact of Big Pharma is a crucial factor to consider. Pharmaceutical companies invest billions of dollars in developing new drugs. This process includes extensive research, clinical trials, and marketing. When a new drug is created, it can be patented. This patent allows the company to have exclusive rights to sell the drug for a certain period, often leading to huge profits. The financial incentive here is clear. The more drugs they develop and sell, the more money they make. Natural remedies, on the other hand, can't be patented. You can't put a patent on a naturally occurring substance like a plant or a vitamin. This means there is much less financial incentive for pharmaceutical companies to support or research these natural methods. Without the promise of big profits, there is less investment in exploring and validating these alternatives. Because of this financial dynamic, people who promote natural health solutions often face opposition from powerful industry players. Big Pharma has significant influence over medical research, education, and even policymaking. They fund a lot of the research that gets done, and they have strong ties with regulatory bodies and medical institutions. This influence can shape what gets taught in medical schools, what gets published in medical journals, and what gets recommended by health authorities. This does not necessarily mean that the ideas promoted by natural health advocates like Dr. Barbara O'Neill are wrong. It does mean, however, that these ideas can struggle to gain acceptance in a system that is heavily influenced by pharmaceutical interests. The lack of financial backing for natural remedies means there is often less scientific research available to support their efficacy, even if they are effective. One common argument against Dr. Barbara O'Neill is that some of her methods lack scientific validation. It is true that not all natural remedies have been rigorously studied in the same way as pharmaceutical drugs. However, it is important to recognize that there is a growing body of research supporting the efficacy of many alternative treatments. Scientific research on natural remedies is increasing, and many studies show promising results. For instance, various herbs and dietary changes have been found to help with conditions like inflammation, digestive issues, and even mental health. Turmeric, for example, is known for its anti-inflammatory properties and has been studied for its potential to help with arthritis and other inflammatory conditions. Similarly, probiotics and dietary fiber are well documented for their benefits to digestive health. Conventional medicine has its limitations too. Many pharmaceutical treatments come with side effects. For instance, while antibiotics are life-saving, they can also disrupt the balance of good bacteria in the gut, leading to other health issues. Pain relievers can cause liver damage if used excessively. Moreover, some chronic conditions, such as fibromyalgia or irritable bowel syndrome, are difficult to manage with standard medical approaches alone. The evolving nature of medicine means that what is considered unproven today might be accepted in the future as new research and evidence come to light. The history of medicine is full of examples where treatments that were once considered fringe or unorthodox eventually became mainstream. Acupuncture, yoga, and mindfulness meditation are all practices that were once viewed skeptically, but are now widely accepted and recommended by many healthcare professionals.
She said, I went to the doctor, took cortisone, stops it, but a week later it comes back worse. I went to a naturopath and they put me on molasses. What's molasses going to do to yeast? Some people say to me, I tried the natural way and it didn't work. There are many natural ways. So she rang me up and I said to her, stop the molasses. In fact, at the moment, stop all fruit, eat lots of vegetables, have some legumes, nuts and seeds, go to the health food shop, get some olive leaf extract, grapefruit seed extract. 2 weeks later, her husband rang. He said, wow.
Despite the ban, many people continue to support Dr. Barbara O'Neill and her work. They share numerous stories of how her advice has helped them improve their health and well-being. These personal testimonials are powerful and suggest that there is more to her teachings than what the authorities might say. There are countless success stories from people who have followed Dr. Barbara O'Neill's advice. Some have reported overcoming chronic illnesses, improving their overall health, and finding new hope after struggling with conventional treatments. For instance, there are individuals who have managed to control their diabetes through dietary changes she recommended, or those who have seen significant improvements in their gut health and energy levels by following her natural remedies. These stories are a testament to the potential benefits of her approach. While scientific studies are crucial for validating medical treatments, personal experiences also play a significant role in understanding the impact of health advice. When people share how their lives have been transformed by following Dr. Barbara O'Neill's guidance, it adds a layer of credibility and human connection that pure data often lacks. The fact that so many people continue to stand by her shows that her work resonates with them and has made a positive impact on their lives. For many, Dr. Barbara O'Neill's advice represents a beacon of hope and an alternative to treatments that may not have worked for them in the past. The sense of community and shared purpose further strengthens their commitment to her teachings. In addition to individual testimonials, some people have organized events and workshops to promote her methods. These gatherings provide opportunities for like-minded individuals to learn more about natural health, exchange ideas, and support each other on their wellness journeys. They often feature discussions on topics like nutrition, herbal medicine, and holistic health practices, all inspired by Dr. Barbara O'Neill's philosophy. When it comes to health, it is essential to keep an open mind. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, and what works for one person might not work for another. Each individual is unique, with different genetic makeups, lifestyles, and health conditions. Because of this, it is crucial to consider various perspectives and be open to new ideas. By doing so, we can make more informed choices about our health and well-being. Challenging established norms can lead to important discoveries and advancements. Many of the greatest breakthroughs in science and medicine have come from people who dared to think differently and question established beliefs. By exploring alternative approaches like those promoted by Dr. Barbara O'Neill, we might find new ways to improve health and well-being. Alternative treatments can offer fresh perspectives and effective solutions, especially when conventional methods fall short. However, it is also important to balance the risks and benefits of any treatment. Just because something is natural does not mean it is always safe. For example, some natural substances can interact with medications or cause allergic reactions. It is crucial to do thorough research and consult with qualified health professionals before starting any new treatment. This ensures that the chosen method is appropriate for your specific health needs and circumstances. So, did banning Dr. Barbara O'Neill mean she is not telling the truth? Not necessarily. The ban highlights the challenges faced by those who promote alternative health approaches in a world dominated by conventional medicine and powerful industries. It is essential to consider different perspectives, stay open-minded, and make informed decisions about our health. The healthcare landscape is complex and multifaceted. Conventional medicine, with its emphasis on pharmaceuticals and surgical interventions, is backed by extensive research and powerful industry players. This mainstream approach has undoubtedly achieved remarkable successes, saving countless lives and improving health outcomes worldwide. However, it is also important to acknowledge that it may not always provide a complete solution for everyone. Dr. Barbara O'Neill's teachings have helped many people, and her work continues to resonate with a strong community of supporters. These individuals share stories of how her advice has led to significant improvements in their health and well-being. From overcoming chronic illnesses to finding relief after conventional treatments failed, their testimonials underscore the potential benefits of alternative approaches. Whether you agree with her methods or not, it is important to recognize the value of exploring diverse approaches to health and well-being. Alternative health practices, including those promoted by Dr. Barbara O'Neill, offer different perspectives that can complement conventional medicine.
Did not contact us to find out the truth of the matter. And I'm so sorry.
In the end, the truth is not always black and white. It is often found in the shades of gray that come from considering all sides of an issue. By doing so, we can find the best path to health and happiness for ourselves. The process of making informed health decisions involves evaluating various options, understanding the benefits and risks, and consulting with healthcare professionals. Dr. Barbara O'Neill's teachings have made a positive impact on many lives, and her community of supporters continues to grow. Exploring diverse approaches to health and well-being can help us find the best path to achieve optimal health and happiness. So, even though the HCCC banned Dr. Barbara O'Neill, it doesn't mean she wasn't telling the truth. It means that there is a conflict between different kinds of health advice and what is considered safe and effective. Her supporters still believe in her and her methods, showing that this is a complex issue with no easy answers. Even though Dr. Barbara O'Neill is banned, we can help her in a bunch of ways. First, we can spread the word about her work through social media. Sharing her past talks, articles, and any other content she has created can keep her message alive. Social media is a powerful tool, and it can help make sure that her contributions to natural health are not forgotten. We can also start or join online groups and forums where people discuss her ideas and support her. These communities can provide a space for like-minded individuals to exchange information, share experiences, and offer support to each other. Making TikTok videos or YouTube clips about her teachings can reach a younger audience who might not know about her yet. These platforms are particularly effective at spreading information quickly and can help introduce her ideas to a whole new generation. Creating engaging and informative content that highlights her key teachings and the positive impact she has on many lives can help garner more support. Lastly, keeping in touch with her directly, offering words of support, and letting her know she is not alone can make a big difference. Personal messages, emails, or even public displays of support can help boost her morale and show her that she has a strong community behind her. Even if she is not able to practice or speak publicly right now, we can keep her spirit and work alive by being active and vocal supporters. In addition to these efforts, it is important to educate ourselves and others about the reasons behind her ban. Understanding the context and the specifics of the situation can help us make informed arguments and counter any misinformation. We can engage in respectful and fact-based discussions with those who may have opposing views, aiming to build a more informed and balanced perspective. By verifying the information and presenting the corrected text, we ensure the accuracy and reliability of the content about Dr. Barbara O'Neill.